Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Allie's Amazing Scents. If you're new here, my name is Allison, your independent Scentsy consultant, and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing from a recent flash sale, but I wanted to take a quick moment to invite you here to join my sister channel, Allie's Book Nook. If you like reading and you like spoiler-free book reviews as well as book hauls, please consider checking out my channel, Allie's Book Nook. I will link it in the description to this video. Now let's go do an unboxing. Okay, I'm back in my office. I'm going to attempt to do an unboxing, and just like clockwork, here's Milo. Haven't seen him all morning and he shows up. Scentsy just had a recent flash sale called Beat the Heat sale. Orders are shipping really fast, so I have mine here behind me. I'm going to attempt to film this. My kids are upstairs and they've been pretty contentious today, so we'll see how this goes. This first box, I am not going to open this. Maybe I'll open it at the end, but I believe this is a replacement item of the Scentsy Go Black. You guys, that's like one product that I would not recommend from Scentsy. This is, I think, my third one. They've covered it all through warranty. They've been really great about that, but I think it's just bad design with the USB port. And even when I don't have it rested up against anything that would bend it, I'm still having problems with it. Here comes my dog. Repeated problems. So Scentsy Go Black, I like that it has a battery option, but for me, I wouldn't recommend it just because, like I said, it's not a very good design with the USB port. Okay, I have two boxes here because I went in twice. This is my second time in a smaller order, and that's mostly for customers. We're going to start with the big boy here. My kids were kind of drawing on this box here. I got to find a place to put this. This was a great flash sale. There was so many good items, and there were some bars that were dirt cheap. So there were some of my favorites in there as far as bars goes that I stocked up on, and I plan on removing from my clubs. So in this box we have 40 items, and it looks like they all shipped. I think it's mostly wax that I got, but we'll start with the non-wax items. First item I got is an all-purpose cleaner in white tea and cactus. I love this scent. I love it in cleaning. And I love our all-purpose cleaner. It's concentrated, so you use 1 part of this to 4 parts water, and it lasts a really long time. So I pretty much only use the all-purpose cleaner versus counter clean these days. And this came out in a cleaning bundle, I think it was earlier this year. I think it was this year. With a counter clean, I believe. And so this is nice that I can just get the all-purpose cleaner. Oh, and it came with a little bottle spray bottle, because normally these don't come with the spray bottle. So I'll just use like an old counter clean bottle. Okay, the other non-wax item that I got is washer whiffs in Scentsy Clean. This is my favorite, one of my favorite laundry scents. I think Ocean's my favorite, but probably my second favorite laundry scent. We still have it in wax, but we no longer have it in laundry. So strong. It's just a nice, clean laundry scent. I like this much better than Clothesline, but since it was discontinued, and now my cat's on my calculator. Anyway, I saw it in the sale. I had to pick it up. And I don't remember prices on a lot of these. Now it's going to be like, where do I put this stuff? I did not really clear off a spot prior to filming, so we're just going to go with it. Okay, so we have our box within our box. I'm really excited about some of the stuff in here. There's probably some stuff I forgot about, because it's just, you know, purchasing in the heat of the moment. The heat of the moment. Oh, there's a pod pack in here. I forgot about this. This must have been a good deal. Simply the Zest. Pods are another thing I rarely purchase at full price. Either I'll get them on sale or host rewards, because they're like $10 for a 2-pack. But yeah, these were on sale and I love this scent. The scent is so underrated. This was an Valentine's Day collection scent, I believe. Yeah. There he goes again, sorry. Not this last Valentine's Day, but Valentine's 2024. You can see the little hearts on it. And so it's just a powerhouse citrus. I don't remember all the notes in here. But there's something in here that the citrus pairs really well with Dumbo Circus Parade, one of my other favorite scents. So picked up a pod pack for my car and some bars, which are in here. Okay. Ooh, you know it's a big wax order when you get 2 ice packs. This has been sitting here for a couple days. So just haven't had time to film. Okay, the first bar I got 1 bar of, and that is Jade and Jasmine, a former scent of the month. I know Amy from Happily Scented Life really likes this one. This is like manly and fresh and very strong. So that's a good one, Jade and Jasmine. I just got 1 bar of that. And then a lot of these bars, I don't think we're going to see them again if they were in the catalog last year. But this was not. Almond Croissant. I got 1 bar of this. I probably should have got more, but by then I had a lot of bars in my cart. We've been waiting for this to come back, not in a bundle, and it finally did, and yay. Oh, that smells so good. I think that this would probably get voted back at some point if it's eligible, if it made top 200 sales. Such a great decadent bakery. Yeah, really love that one. So I hope if you saw that and you love it that you were able to stock up on it. I did recently got a candle from Bath and Body Works that I haven't tried yet, but it's Almond Croissant, so I want to compare it to this bar. So I have 1 in my stash plus that one. Okay, so what else do we have here? A ton of bars of Simply the Zest. I never hear people talking about this really, and I love this. This is in my bi-monthly club, but I think I'm going to force myself to take it out now because I got a crap ton of them. We'll count them together here. Like 6 or 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Maybe I just got a 6-pack, but for how often I get my club shipped, I mean, that's a couple years worth of club shipments. So I think I'm going to take it out of my club and I'm just going to enjoy this. This is a powerhouse. I can do 1 bar in my open concept. If I do it with Dumbo, I have to use less of this or it'll overtake Dumbo. I also really like this by my cat's litter box. So the next bar I got, I guess I just got 2 of these. This is not going to come back. We know now what's coming back to fall winter catalog, and this is not returning, and I'm not surprised. Dutch apple bread. So Dutch apple bread, it was a Harvest Collection scent 2 years ago, and people were not crazy about it on the YouTube community because it doesn't really have like a bread note to it, yeah, it's mostly just baked apples with a little bit of cinnamon. And my theory is that the only reason it made it to catalog last year was because they had a surplus from the Harvest Collection the year before. So I think that's why it was in catalog. I feel like Scentsy does that sometimes. Whatever that pumpkin licorice one was, Enchanted Pumpkin or something, Fairy Tale Pumpkin. That's another example of my theory of they have overstock of a bar that wasn't really popular. They just throw it in the catalog. And I think they're starting to do that more and more. Anywho, I got 2 bars of this. This is in my club. I think I'm going to have to take it out. I really like this. I like the apple to light cinnamon ratio. And it has sentimental value to me because it reminds me of my Dearly departed grandma making us like microwave apples with cinnamon on it. So I don't know if I'm going to keep it in my club, but I really need to pare down my club, and part of making these purchases in this sale was for me to try to cut things out of my club so I can actually order it more and enjoy it more frequently. Anywho, long story short, 2 bars of Dutch apple bread, and that did not return. So if you love it, I hope you clubbed it. Okay, the next bar is also sadly not returning from last fall winter, and that is vanilla barnwood. I love vanilla barnwood, but I'm not surprised that it didn't return. So this was a holiday collection bar in 2023. Made it to the catalog last fall winter, and it did not return, which is kind of surprising because I think Heidi mentioned one time that she likes this scent, but then again she thought it was available when it wasn't, so who knows. This one is so pretty, and it's cozy, comforting vanilla, a little bit of a wood note, but it also has a little bit of citrus, which is not in the scent notes, I don't think, but it gives it like almost a little bit of a Fruit Loop vibe, but in the best possible way to me. Some people don't like that. My mom didn't like it because of that, but so I can see why they took it out, especially with like all the vanillas it has to compete with. I can see why it didn't make this new catalog, but it's in my club, and I got a bunch of bars, as we're about to see. Not the best performer in terms of strength, but so pretty. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I probably got a 6-pack of this. Yeah. 6 bars of that. And look what was hiding in here. Another Dutch apple bread. So I guess I got 3 of those. Okay, what else do we have in here? I think this is a single bar, Endless Sea. So this was in a summer collection, I think 2019, before I became a consultant. I have only experienced this in body wash because it has been in a couple flash sales. Once before I was a consultant, and then once about a year ago. And so I've had a few body washes, and I'm actually currently using this in my shower, and I really like it. Yeah, I should have got more than 1 bar. It is just a deep aquatic scent, not the weird aquatic, but a fresh aquatic. I think the note has something about wind in the sails, linen sails. So maybe slight linen note in here. That is so good. Yeah, Endless Seas. Endless Sea. It's not plural. Okay, the rest are bars. I think I have multiples of. This next one used to be in my club, and I did remove it, so I was happy to pick up a few more bars, and that is Vanilla Suede. Oh, this is such a pretty scent. Creamy, slightly leathery type scent. Really good. A lot of people don't necessarily love this, but I do. And if you guys remember Dashing, this mix is great with Dashing. That's my favorite way to experience those bars. They're both good on their own, but mixed together, it's magic. So Vanilla Suede, 3 more bars of that. Pretty happy about that. And if I ever let my club process, then I'll have Vanilla Oud again too. Okay. Actually, I have 2 bars for a customer that this is all she wanted from the flash sale, so she threw it in with mine. Vanilla Chestnut. I think this was a scent of the month last year, I think. That's a good fall scent. It's deep. I don't know what's in here. Oh. Yeah, there's something on the bottom I don't like. Is there clove or something? Cinnamon. Some spice in there that I'm not liking. But it was a good price. She'll like it. Vanilla Chestnut. Okay, next bar. This is not returning in our harvest collection that we know of. Frightfully Delightful. I love this bar. This is pumpkin, peach, and butterscotch, I believe, which sounds weird, peach with a pumpkin, but it is so good. And this is a powerhouse. Yes, very, very heavy bakery, very decadent. You do get a little bit of that sweetness from the peach, like fruitiness, I should say. I like this bar. Well, it's great, but it reminds me of my beloved Gimme Candy. Can we just take a moment of silence for Gimme Candy? Yeah, it's not coming back. And I'm not surprised. A lot of people thought Gimme Candy and Scary Good would be replaced with Spooky But Sweet, which is kind of a hybrid of the two, and that's exactly what happened. So Gimme Candy is in my club. Sadly, I think I only have one bar in... I know I only have one in my bi-monthly. My quarterly, I have at least one, but should have kept more in my bi-monthly. Anyway, it's in my club. I have a couple bars. I have the room spray. And now I have some of these. I think I got 6 of these too. I like mixing them, and I like them on their own. So good. So this will help with my Gimme Candy fix. So yeah, no more of the Mickey pumpkin in this year's harvest, which is fine. They had it 2 years. Now we're getting Snoopy. So there's a lot of spoilers out there from Scentsy SFR, Scentsy Family Reunion, which just ended, I think, today as I film this. As soon as I'm done filming, I'm going to watch the end of the month live because they're actually doing it during the day this year, right after SFR. So I don't have the news from that, but there's a lot of news out there from SFR. You guys should go check out different YouTube channels. I know, let's see, Liz had one, or Elizabeth Quinn. Who else? Northern Lights Aglow, I think is her channel. Robin's channel. She had a very detailed breakdown of what's coming for fall, winter, and harvest and holiday, and so did Elizabeth Quinn. But there's lots of them out there, and so go check those out, and you'll get all your spoilers, including candles. Scentsy is doing candles, and at first I was really like, what? That goes against like everything Scentsy wickless. But when I watched Robin's video, and she actually attended SFR virtually, and she was talking about some of the things that they talked about, then I kind of walked me back from the ledge a little bit. I think I can get on board with it more or less, with the reasoning being, since he's trying to be #1 in the fragrance world, #1 fragrance company, they really can't do that without selling candles, because candles are the bulk of the home fragrance industry. 70% of households own candles, buy candles. So Scentsy is going to dabble into that market, but there's still going to be wax and warmers, I think primarily, I hope primarily. And they did say that their candles aren't going to be as expensive, but it'll be nice to have that extra option. And yes, I will try them and review it with you. I think they're launching in Region 1 in the fall, and then harvest or holiday collection, we're supposed to get some of the scents in candles. But anyway, I'm getting way off topic here. Long story short, this isn't coming back. I'm glad I got a bunch of them. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pack. Yes, I did. Okay. And then the last bar I got a bunch of is one of my mom's favorites that she's constantly trying to get for me. And it's not available whenever she wants it, but that's a mouthful, but it's Hocus Pocus Sanderson Sisters Perfectly Wicked. And this was a couple years ago, a harvest collection bar with a warmer. This is a great scent. It's a cherry fall scent. Deep, broody. All the things. This reminds me, like, if you like ghostly greetings, this is a more fruity version, but kind of along the same veins. Or Halloween Town, any of those. You would probably like this. And a lot of people say, and I have to agree, that it smells like Tom Ford Lost Cherry. So I think I got 8 of these, and she's going to buy a couple. And then I know she'll buy more later, so I'm saving them for her later. But I like to warm it too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there you go. That was my first order on day 1 of the sale. And then I had a small order here, which is mostly for customers, but there's a couple things in here for me. So we're gonna open this baby up and see what's in here. I think it's all bars, especially based on the size of the box. 14 items. Another Mylar bag. So pardon the noise here. Oh, smells so good. Another ice pack. I love to use those ice packs for stuff during the summer, non-Scentsy related. Okay, there's some catalog bars in here too. So, let's see here. This is, well, we'll try to save that last. My sister-in-law got a 5-bar, I think it's a 5-bar bundle that was in there. So, I don't remember what the bundle was called, but the first one in there was Perfect Pumpkin Pear. I remember not really liking that one very much. I'm not a huge pumpkin fan. This is the only pumpkin scent I've ever really fallen in love with. The next one is another pumpkin cashmere, and she loves these types of scents. She actually already had her Halloween decorations up, but she had to take them down because it was confusing her toddler. My nephew's like, when's Halloween? Why do you have this stuff up in July? Porch pumpkin. That's not too bad, actually. That's pretty good for a pumpkin. I like that one. Next one is Warm Pumpkin Drizzle. This was a scent of the month. I don't think I got to try this one. Ooh, that's pretty good. Some sweet bakery note added into that. I am more team apple though than team pumpkin. And the last one in that bunch, ooh, apple s'mores. Yes. It's been so long since I smelled this bar. This is so good. I don't remember what's in here. Is there marshmallow? There is a little bit of cinnamon. I don't remember all the notes, but definitely the best bar in that bundle in my opinion, and a cult classic. We haven't seen it in Bring Back My Bar in a few years. It's probably almost eligible again. Apple s'mores. I know Patricia Gates really likes that one too. Okay, I got from the flash sale Sunset Sky and Strawberry. This was in some collection that I didn't try, and I heard people saying that this smells like that was it the strawberry and rock melon from the International collection, which is probably my favorite strawberry. So let's see. That's quite good. Yeah, it does kind of smell like that. Which that one is like strawberry and cantaloupe, I think is what rock melon is. This is nice. Was this an Easter collection? I don't remember. Let me know in the comments if you know what collection this was from. But that is good. Sunset Sky and Strawberry. The last item that was not a regular catalog item in this order is Cashmere Pear. This was in the clearance section. Left the clearance section, somehow came back. So I picked up a bar and it's now gone again. But who knows if it'll come back. This is so good. I've just been ordering like 1 or 2 bars from the clearance section since they put it in there. Such a good bedroom scent. I love that. If you like the pear in honey pear cider, take that pear and cream it out with cashmere, give it some cozy bedroom vibes, and you have magic right there. Okay, so my mom ordered a 6-pack of bars, full catalog price. I had to order this through my website because of the flash sale, so I couldn't do the buy 5 get 1, but it ends up being like $2.50 more, so not too bad. She got 3 of one bar, 3 of another. Evening Sky. So her and my best friend have really fallen in love with this scent this season. That's nice. It's kind of creamy. It's kind of light. It reminds me a little bit of Dashing. Same with the color. And she likes Dashing a lot too. But anyway, she got 3 bars of Evening Sky. My prediction is this will come back next year. But I don't know. This was year 2. So we'll see. And then the other one she got... Oh, there's one more from the bundle collection that my sister-in-law got. Breakfast in Bed. Another cult classic. This is just okay to me. I don't really like the cinnamon on the bottom. I'm really getting the cinnamon on the bottom. But a lot of people like that, like mixed with almond croissant. They were in the same new release category one year. It's really popular. It's like got some kind of, I think it does have a croissant note and like a jam. There's some spices. I don't know. It's a bakery. And then my mom got 3 bars of Moon Orchid. This is the one that when my daughter Maya first smelled it as a new release, she smelled grape. And now that's what I smell in here is grape. Yeah. Not like the grape from the current Bring Back My Bar though. I tried to put that in today and my kids hated it. And Maya said it made her feel sick. So I had to turn it off. I'll do it tomorrow when they're at daycare. Anyway, this is much prettier. This is a floral. Same with Evening Sky. Pretty floral. Are we going to see this again? I don't know. I almost want to say no. I think out of this and Evening Sky has a better chance of returning. So that's my flash sale haul. If you guys want to stick around, I'm just going to go ahead and open my Scentsy Go, and then you can see it if you're not familiar with it, and I can show you what I'm talking about with the port. But that was my haul. That was a great sale. And so I have like 4 club bars here that 4 or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 club bars that I could technically take out of my club. I don't know if I'll take out Sanderson Sisters because my mom likes it, but yeah, it's going to be tough. But you know, for how often I get my club, it would have took me a very long time to get this many bars. So now I can just actually enjoy them. And we always have to make room for new bars, you know. Scentsy is always going to have scents that are similar, especially like the Dutch apple bread. I can see them having something like that again, where Vanilla Barnwood is more unique. Okay, so Scentsy Go Black was a product that launched last year, fall, winter, and it's one of our pod system airflow products. This one's cool because, in concept, because it takes, you can run it on batteries and take it with you anywhere, camping, whatever. Or you can run it if it's plugged in with a USB cord. And so I got this for my car. Every time I open this, I think they don't put a cord in here. This is at least my 3rd one, my 3rd or 4th. But I can remember now that the USB cord is in here. You can put 1 or 2 pods in here. Anyway, pardon my French, but this is what I would call piss poor design. Or it's just cheaply made with the port. So I use this in my car, and I was doing batteries, but I found that I was going through batteries really quickly, and so then now I'm using it with the USB port. Well, the actual port, not the cord, but the port part gets bent really easily or something, where then it stops functioning. And this, when I have talked, not this time, but one of the other times to consultant support, I think they said this only has a 6-month warranty, which kind of tells you something, because that's a short warranty for Scentsy products. Usually warmers are lifetime. Other air products, I think, are at least a year. This is 6 months. And I've burned through, like I said, at least 3 of them. And anyway, if you do choose to use this, I have mine laying like this in my car, where this is up and it's not rubbing and pulling on it with anything. So that would be ideal. Or if you have it maybe standing up on your desk, plugged into your computer, But what you don't want is like putting it in your cup holder where it's going to kind of pull on the cord and bend the insides of this, because that'll make it take a crap real quick. I actually asked them when I got this one, hey, can I just get a different Scentsy Air product? I wanted to get like the desktop one that plug in, because I'm like, I know that I've just had horrible luck with these. And they're like, no, you have to get the same product. So they did replace it. I have a feeling I'll be sending this one in a couple months too. I love Scentsy. I think most of our products are really high quality, but this is one I would not recommend to someone. I actually had someone ask me recently about options that don't require power. And I told her about this, but then the more I got to thinking about it, I'm like, I wouldn't recommend it. I guess now I could recommend a candle. Oh, geez. Anyway, I'm sorry to end on a negative note, you guys. So, but that's just been my experience with this. If anybody else has had good or bad experiences with their Scentsy Go Black, let me know in the comments. Great haul. I'd love to hear what you guys got. I see that there's people's hauls are coming in pretty quick from this sale on YouTube. People are posting videos. Again, lots of changes coming with fall winter catalog, pared down catalog in print form. So there's lots of information out there about that. And again, I always forget to talk about my sister channel, but Allie's Book Nook. If you like books, you like reading, you like spoiler-free reviews, come check out my book channel. It's been very slowly growing, but I wanted to have it separate from my home fragrance content. So it's been out there for about a year. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. Have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye, guys.